1944, in a log cabin on the outskirts of Surrey, David Bowie was really called David Jones.
But he thought it wasn't very show-busy, so he set about thinking up another name.
Ooh, what could it be?
He thought.
I know. I'll pinch the name of a fearsome, sharp utility instrument to add glamour and danger to my image.
And David Fishboning Knife was born.
No, Lard, Bowie.
Well, oh, right, yeah. And David Fishboning Knife was born.
Oh, blumminate, Lard. Anyway, on his 15th birthday, his mum bought him 2 presents that would catapult David into a twilight world of stardom and loads of free booze and nosh and stuff. Those presents were a guitar and a ginger tomcat.
David loved the little moggy big styly, and it was one day whilst twiddling with his G-string and observing said pet eating his din-dins that David conjured from thin air what was to prove to be a smash hit for him.
10 ground beef whiskers for Ginger Tom.
8.
7 ground beef whiskers for Ginger
5.
Tom.
Hamilton Academical 1. Stenhouse Muir.
Take
17.
your worming pills and put your flea collar on. 1. Now.
This is Ginger Tom for David's soul. I'm puking on the floor. The room is floating in a most peculiar way. Some bastard spiked my whiskers, pet food yesterday.
For here am I hanging in a tin can, far above the loom. Dead happy with his new tune, little David thought he'd go the whole hog and have his hair cut all spiky and red like his little friend Tom the Tom.
Legendary Pop Svengali and the brains behind the Crossroads theme, Tony Hatch, heard the record and thought it was crap, but he liked the hairdo, so he signed him to his crappy label, Mecca Records.
Resplendent with his ginger spikes, David then started to wear dresses and kissing blokes. So the quality newspapers, The Sun and all that, thought he was a bit naughty and started calling him names.
Raging with anger, Dave wrote a cynical, hard-cutting ode to the hacks of Fleet Street.
If you write another story, I tell you now, you'll be blinking sorry, 'cause I will batter you. A punch I'll throw, splatter your nose, kick in the cods, chop off your love rod.
Dave was on a roll. With his records now selling over 100 copies, he recognised that he was onto an earner, and he made loads of LPs. The man who sold life insurance policies.
A paranoid observation on door-to-door sales techniques.
Ziggy Star Drops and the disinfectant from Tesco's.
A some would say autobiographical account of David's passion for bathroom hygiene.
And Depot to Depot.
A futuristic account of public transport in the year 1995.
And then Dave got married to Ange.
Yeah, it was a woman.
That's right, yeah. And then they had a baby lad.
Zowie, yeah.
Yeah, and then they went to Pontins for a couple of weeks, didn't they?
Yeah, then they got divorced, didn't they?
That's right, and then he went to America for a bit, I think.
Yeah, then he was a Nazi for a couple of weeks, wasn't he?
Allegedly, yeah, and then he was a black soul singer for a bit, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Then he was an actor.
Yeah, again, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Then his life was to take a tragic turn.
In a rash moment, he decided to go to Australia and make a criminally piss-poor LP. Fancy a dance, love.
So bobbins was this offering that Dave has spent the last 11 years bashing rocks and eating kangaroo pies in New Zealand.
Australia.
Sydney.
What? The David Bowie story!